sales out of the total number of properties selling in Marin County, highest housing price county in California, only 33%. I believe that the next 2 to 3 years are going to be a first-time buyer-dominated market. In fact, if you are not a homeowner today and you can qualify and have a down payment, FHA or not, I think you really need to think about the opportunities being provided by government policy, which has essentially brought interest rates down to such a low level. In the middle of 2007, PITI, that's principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, on an entry-level home, about 85% of median in California, and again, this is not with a teaser rate, it would be with the fully amortized rate, was about $3,300. Today, it's $1,600. And I was able to participate in a homebuyer fair in April put on by the California Association of Realtors in conjunction with the LA Times. And I gave a couple of speeches, and the room is full like this of, you know, smart, savvy, very culturally diverse, great questions, first-time homebuyers wanting to know about the market. So let me assure you, they are out there, they are intelligent, they get that this is an amazing window of opportunity. I would never dream of putting myself out there as a great mortgage rate forecaster, but I gotta believe they're gonna be higher a year from now than they are now. Looking at improvements in the economy and the amount of liquidity awash in the market right now. Here's a look at the improvement in our affordability index. First-time home buyers last year were about 36% of the market. Over the next couple of years, it will be upwards of 40% of the market. So again, that's something to really look at. When we interviewed buyers why they were in the market today, the response is exactly what you would expect. Prices are down and rates are great. Like, I get it, I'm interested, and I actually bought a house. This was a survey of people that had purchased a home. When we asked sellers for the first time ever, we got responses that said, I'm selling right now because my payment went up, I needed to save money, I couldn't make my payments. So a lot of pain on that side. One of the great tools that CAR has available through a partnership is something called market metrics, and it enables me to go into multiple listing services throughout the state of California and really localize my report to what's happening right now. So here's a look at sales in Manhattan Beach last month in May, and again 19 closed escrows, and you can see the ebb and flow over the last 2 years. May of last year it was about 31 transactions. The median price at 1.7 is up, but again, when you're looking even at a median, when the number of transactions is so small, it's going to be very erratic. So I would be very careful about making any kind of long-term trend conclusions based on those numbers. Here's a look at the number of for sale properties, 244. Here's the number of properties under contract in May, so that's been going up over the last couple of months. Number of new properties listed. We're getting into our obviously overall hot selling season. And then here's a look at this supply demand imbalance in Manhattan Beach, and a look at average days on market. So I just want to make you all aware that this information is out there, and it can be done by city, county, zip code. You really can drill in. The other thing you might find is that you'll be approached by potential clients who are interested in a great deal, right? Everybody's interested in a good deal. So where are the foreclosures? So we also have a relationship with a company called Foreclosure Radar that enables me to go in and look at Manhattan Beach, and the kind of a green pins there with the P are properties that are in pre-foreclosure. A notice of default has been filed. The red B are the bank-owned properties, and the blue A are the properties that are up for auction. And you're able to do this street view, and you're also able to do this on a satellite view. And I will tell you with no hesitation, this isn't a big opportunity in the Manhattan Beach marketplace compared to the areas in the inland areas. You can see how interesting and useful that data is compared to what I was able to show you a few years ago, which was this. Foreclosures are up in LA County. Well, okay, but what about my area? What about my region? I recently gave a speech in the Inland Empire, and I just wanted to show you what Corona looks like in terms of foreclosures. There's the street view, and Norco. All right, up to 5. So anyway, it's available throughout the state. Okay, let's get into Los Angeles County. Year-to-date sales in LA in April were up over 60% compared to the same period a year ago. And visually, you can see just quite how sharply that increase has been. Here's a look at the annual number of closed sales in Los Angeles County going all the way back to 1989. And then the monthly data on your right-hand side, you can see the teal line, and that shows you where 2009 is coming in compared to the prior 3 years. So we are up above 07 and 08 and just slightly below what we saw in 2006. So, you know, when people ask me, well, when are we going to see this recovery? I'm kind of like, okay, well, what market are we talking about? Because this market is in full speed recovery, full speed recovery. Here's a look at the median price in Los Angeles County. Here it follows very similarly the trend we saw statewide. And again, the monthly data here on your right, you can see we're coming in at 300,000, and we're well below 06, 07, and 08. And you can see the power of the credit markets in impacting the price of housing. This is data from DataQuick. It's County Recorder's Office data, so it's any property that had a title change during April, and I just wanted you to see the LA numbers. Here's a look at the San Fernando Valley, and then here's a look at the beach cities, and they also have zip code data available. So there's lots of information out there for realtors to customize their presentations to clients. Unsold inventory in LA County, about 5.1, and again, if we were able to do had enough data to break it out by price category, very little inventory at the low end, a lot at the higher end, and here you can see that in the million or more category. In Los Angeles County, you've got over a 14-month supply of homes on the market. In the 300 and below, and in the 300 to 500,000 market, it's about a 3.5-month supply. So again, that inventory issue varies dramatically. Median time on the market is running about 50. Rental rates are starting to come down. One of the things that's happening, this is not only a first-time homebuyer market, it is an investor market. We are seeing investors going in, particularly in the inland areas of the state, and buying properties in bulk, and often renting them back to the homeowners that may have been foreclosed from that home or some other home. So there's a lot more rental units available, and it's creating a bit of a softening in terms of rental rates. The vacancy rate in LA County is about a 6.7%. So impossible to kind of discount the importance in the role that investors are playing in the market right now. So look at the underlying demographics in California in terms of population growth, and in a more normal market, obviously household household formation coupled with job growth tells you a lot about what the demand for housing is going to be. In this cycle, it's not nearly as important because the financial aspects have really dominated. Los Angeles County, this is data for 2006. It's a free report available from the National Association of Realtors. It's called their Relocation Report, and I believe last week they came out with the data for 07. It's IRS data, and it allows them to tell us who's moving in and who's moving out from where. And it's about a 12 or 14 page report, and I'd be happy to send it to Jim and Jack to just distribute, because if you're involved in any kind of national networking or whatever, it gives you an idea of where LA people are